When your Windows opens, it should have already booted up the accuRx or the accuBook toolbar here. If not, you can find the desktop icon here or the icon at the bottom of the toolbar, which you can click on to open it up. The second thing is that it should have also opened up the QR code generator in Microsoft Edge browser. It's really important that it opens in the Microsoft Edge browser because it may not work if it opens up in Internet Explorer. So let's open it up now. So it's ready. We'll come back to that in a moment. And let's go back to the accuRx toolbar and log in. So if you click on this icon here, it pops up this login page. So I'm just going to log in. Whoops, sorry. And this should use your NHS Mail account that you chose when you created your accuRx account. So if we sign in and we click on our initials, it has the option below that says manage practice. Don't worry about if any clinical system is not open and it's giving you a warning. We don't need that at this stage. So if we click manage practice, and here we see the options that we have. Your options may look different, but today we're at the Dominion Centre, the COVID vaccination service at that place. So if we click on here, the option you need is the bottom one in this top list. It's the book list. It shows us the clinic list. So if you click on here, and here's today's list, and we'll come back to this in a moment. This is the open clinic option, but what we're going to do is export the clinic as a CSV file. So if we click on that for today's clinic, and I can see at the bottom, it's downloaded that clinic file here. So if you go back to your QR code generator page, so I'm going to this tab on the left and clicking there. So we've got the QR generator page. And this is really important. We must click here to sort by patient surname. We want the clinic list, all the patients sorted by surname, so we can arrange them and split the pages in the appropriate counter and stream the patient there so that it's easy to give them the correct barcode quickly. So to convert our patient list, we need to choose file. So we click on here. And on the left hand side, you should have a list of where you can find things. And we need to be in the downloads folder. That's where the file would have gone. So if you click on download, and you can see the file that we've just downloaded from the clinic right at the top. But we're not going to use that because that's got real patient data. We're going to go to the next one down, which is actually a dummy file that I created earlier. So if we click on that, and hey presto, I'm just going to move this out of the way. All of our patients, these are dummies, but all of our patients have now got QR codes for their date of birth and NHS number, and it's been arranged alphabetically by surname so that we can then print off all the pages, and then we're going to need to use a guillotine or a scissor to chop this piece of paper into 4 bits so we can separate the patients. So if you look on the left hand side, it tells you what printer you're set up for, so make sure it's the printer near your computer. You can click on there to change it if you need to, and then click on print, and it will print off all those patients. So like I said, this is dummy data, so I'm just going to shut that down because we no longer need this. And let's go back to that accuRx experience. I'm going back to manage practice, just in case you've closed the whole thing down like I did. Going back to Dominion Centre, back to booked list, and this time we're going to open the clinic list. So now we've got real patients, and this is a real live system. I've blurred it so you can't see the patients. And we've got the detail. Now all that we need to do is on this side, what you can't see is the patient's name. It's got the NHS number, it's got their date of birth, it's got their phone number. So when they arrive, we just need to click them on here as arrived. So we need to double check their name and their date of birth so we don't confuse the patient, and then just click here saying arrived. And suppose you got it wrong, or they'd gone, or they didn't wait, you just need to click it again to toggle it off that they're not arrived. You just have one option here, arrived or not arrived. There's no other options. So that's all we need to do at this stage when the patient has arrived at the centre. And you can scroll down to see all the different patients booked in. And if it's tricky and you can't work out, it's a really busy clinic, you've got 1,000 vaccinations you're doing a day, you just need to click in here, type in the search name, the patient's name, and if it can find it, the patient, it will pop up at the bottom there.
Hello. Hi. Hi, I've come for my COVID vaccination.
What's your name?
Vijay Tailor?
Tailor.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to head over to the S to Z counter.
Okay. Here we go. Hello. Hi. Hi, I've come for my COVID vaccination.
Your name, please?
It's Vijay Tailor. That's Tailor, Tailor.
Let me just check you on accuBook. Yes, I've got you here. One moment. You take this piece of paper. We're going to direct you to one of the pods inside. One of the stewards is going to take you. They will scan you on the system for your vaccination.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Oh, you just want to follow me?
Hello, come for my vaccination.
Oh, great. You've got your barcode.
Yeah.
And you are Vijay Tailor.
That's right.
And your date of birth is?
1st of December 35.
Okay, grab a seat. Vaccinators and consenters. Some patients might not have a QR code slip with them. For example, they might have been booked late after all the QR code slips were created before the session started. Please just continue with normal manual data entry, which is quicker than creating a QR code slip for just that individual patient. For the reception team, any uncollected QR code slips may represent patients that did not arrive or late cancellations. Please ensure you destroy all of these QR code slips using the shredder provided at the end of the session. We want to thank accuRx for their endless work trying to constantly improve the accuBook product, and also Dr. Michael Smith, the GP who created the free QR code software that we're using. Without them, we wouldn't be able to speed up our processes as shown in this video to enable us to deliver more vaccines to our patients.